Okay, Leo, so the first card that popped out is appreciate. Got some lotion. We got gathering. We got ethics. We got interference. And then we got direction. Moderation at the bottom of the deck. So there could be somebody that is taking their time to do something. I feel like whoever this is somebody that is going with the flow. And I'm just getting this energy where somebody could be waking up, Leo. This is somebody that you may have took some time out away from this person, or they did it to you. But I'm just seeing somebody like trying to gather themselves, gather their thoughts, and about something. We got honesty. So this is somebody that really does value you, to be honest. We got appreciate, and then we got honesty right here. Somebody values you. And I'm also getting this energy where they also value your wisdom, your thoughts, whatever it is that you have said to this person, Leo. They like that about you. You could be somebody who's very intellectual, and I'm just getting this energy of someone who is very smart, very wise, and they appreciate that about you. They appreciate you. They appreciate how honest you have been towards them. But I'm getting this energy, this person wants to reconcile with you. If this is somebody that took some time away from you, Leo, to gather themselves, to gather their thoughts, somebody is realizing how much somebody's realizing your worth. Somebody is definitely realizing your worth. And I feel like they got something to say to you. Somebody got something to say to you. Somebody wants to tell you something. Always remember to be honest with yourself. Yeah, somebody wants to be real with you about something because they see that you are somebody who is real. They appreciate your realness, your rawness. And if I feel like they're trying to figure out how can they make things right with you, Leo. Somebody wants to do the right thing. We got guarded right here. Yeah, this is somebody that may be a little guarded a little bit. So now, some of you guys, this is somebody that may have blocked you or set some type of like boundary. Like, I'm getting limitations. Like somebody, like, it's like when things got too real and too raw. Because I'm getting that you may have had a conversation with somebody. Maybe y'all were talking on the phone a lot. I don't know. But it's like things were getting too serious between you and another person. Somebody realized that things was getting too serious. So they had to put a stop to it. It's something that you were saying to this person to make them realize that, basically realize your worth. Realize how valuable of a person you really is. Because I'm just getting this energy where you somebody that is just very straightforward about, maybe your beliefs, what you're looking for, what you want, what you don't want. You may have even told this person, like, for an example, maybe you told this person that you were somebody who was spiritual. And they admire that about you, that your honesty, the values you carry, the beliefs, like I said, something about that. They like that you are somebody who is open and honest about yourself and the things that you value as a person. And Like I said, they're trying to figure out how can they make things right with you because they want to do it the right way. This is somebody that took some time out to themselves, with themselves to get their thoughts together, and because you made this person feel weak, Leo. No lie. Whatever you said to this person, it made this person basically. I'm hearing catch feelings for you. Like I said, they started to realize that they were crushing on you. They got feelings for you. I'm just getting like an intellectual conversation. Like y'all had some type of conversation on the phone, and it's like you spit out a lot of real raw shit to this person, and they didn't expect that, so they had to set a limitation with you and stop things because they felt like things were getting too serious. Like you were saying some stuff that this person is not comfortable about, talking about. Basically whatever you were saying, they wasn't feeling comfortable enough to talk to you about it, even though they know what you were saying was real and they knew that you was somebody that was being real. It's like somebody wasn't ready to I wouldn't say to expose themselves. Basically it is, but in a good way. They wasn't ready to show the real side of themselves to you, because this is somebody obviously that may have been wearing a mask their whole life, but when they met you, and it's like your person has basically realized that, okay, there is some value here. This is somebody that I'm talking to that you know doesn't have a problem with opening up and telling me, what's on their mind, how they feel, what they want. Like I said, your beliefs, what you believe in, all of that other stuff. You were speaking some real raw shit to somebody, and they wasn't ready to give you the real raw, you know, part of themselves to you. So they backed off. That's exactly what I'm hearing. Somebody felt like things were getting too serious. The conversations that y'all was having, it was getting too serious. It was getting too deep, and they just wasn't ready to open up and be vulnerable with you on that level, But we got, it's your time. It's your time to shine and be all the Creator has created you to be. Seize the day, But yeah, somebody need to open up. This is somebody who set a boundary with you. They closed up. They clammed up on you because you basically exposed them. You know what I'm saying? Your beliefs, your values is the same as this person. That's what it is. And you basically, I wouldn't say you exposed them. You basically showed them whatever that they were hiding about themselves and what they actually value in a person, or just value in general in life and what they believe in. It's like your person is realizing that y'all believe the same thing, but they may have been wearing a mask the whole entire time. And this is before they even met you, or this is before they even, I'm hearing before they met you. We're going to say it like that. Because this could be a new person. Now, the rest of you guys, this could be a past person that you ended up crossing paths with again after so many years. You caught up to this person. Maybe y'all exchange numbers. Y'all start talking on the phone. And then it's like y'all start having these like real deep conversations. And I just felt like your person never met somebody like you where they can just sit and talk on the phone and be themselves with you. But like I said, they realized it was getting a lot deeper, so they backed off because they're not. You basically a part of this person in a way. Like your beliefs, what you want, all of that, whatever you said on the phone or in a conversation, that's how they feel. But they wasn't ready to. This is somebody was never like comfortable with really being their true authentic self, Leo, until they met you. And somebody is just not ready to open up. Somebody is not ready to be in that vulnerable state of, because they know that opening up and having more deeper conversations with you is like being vulnerable to them. This is somebody that probably been guarded all their life, but your person knows that the right thing to do is to be themselves around you. It's like somebody is realizing that they need to stop hiding that part of themselves, which is the real part of themselves, and stop wearing a mask, Leo. But I just felt like your person do do have a wall up, even though they know they need to open up a little bit more or whatever and show you the real them. But there's something stopping them, though. Besides, what's stopping them? Is something stopping your person from opening up and to you? Because this is somebody that realized that you are a real person. Like the way you talk and what you the stuff that come out of your mouth, it's like they know that you are a real, genuine person, Leo. And they just didn't expect that, because when they got around you, maybe they knew that they were wearing a mask. They wasn't themselves, but the more you open up and have this adult conversation and just be real about everything, the more clamped up they get, because like I said, the vulnerability side is just, they're not ready for. But what's stopping your person, because we got interference right here in the dark night of the soul, is your person. It's like some of y'all, this person could be going through the dark night of the soul in secret. That's what I'm seeing. Ever since this person set a boundary with you and clamped up and held back from you, it's like they feel like they're being exposed. They feel like they need to isolate themselves a little bit, because you basically, like I said, you exposing who they are. What the way you are as a person, when you come to this person, when you come across this person, it's like when you talk to them, the way you are to them, you basically showing a side of them that they've been hiding for a very long time. You see what I'm saying? But it says dark night of the soul. During your dark night of the soul, it may seem that all is lost and that you may not make it through. Rise from the ashes and choose to be better, not bitter. Yeah, somebody got some healing to do. It's like your person waking up to realize that they need to come correct. But in order to come correct and be their true, authentic self around you, they need to basically open up. They need to be vulnerable a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been hiding that part of themselves for so long. So I just feel like they could be in the background going through the dark night of the soul. That's what's stopping them right now. Because they are aware of you. They are aware of themselves in a situation and what has went wrong, between y'all. If something did go wrong, but I feel like it is something small, which them, like I said, either blocked you, ignored you, set some type of boundary with you, whatever the case may be. But your person definitely is waking up, Leo, and going through some things internally. Yeah, you could be a healer. We got laughter. Laughter is a medicine for the soul. So laugh, even if it's whoever wrote this, even if it is through tears. Okay, so yeah, I feel like they're taking some time out to themselves to heal. That's what I'm seeing when I look at this card right here. Some of you guys could be somebody who is very like silly. I'm hearing goofy. Maybe you like to laugh a lot. Maybe you like to crack jokes a lot, or I don't know, maybe you just laugh at a lot of things just because. But they look at you as somebody who is happy. Yep. Somebody look at you as somebody who is the other side of them. The opposite of them in a way, but y'all like the same, but y'all opposite. The way they presented themselves to you, they were wearing a mask. You were being your true, authentic self. And it says somebody's mind is made up. They know, they see that they need to be real with themselves and they need to be real with you. Like I said, this is somebody that has been operating in this certain type of energy for a long time, since they were a child. Somebody knows that you see right through them. This is somebody that may be kind of immature to you, and it's because it's embedded in them. Like somebody been operating like this ever since they were a child, no lie. I just keep getting that energy, and you see this, this, you are aware of the simple fact that this person acts a little immature. Especially if you told yourself like that. This person is a little immature. They got some growing up to do. This person knows they got some growing up to do, because they don't want you to, it's like they realize that, okay, how can I say it? They don't want you to see that side of them. So it's like they feel like they had to back off from you. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all both grown, it's like you expose this person. Like the more adult you are dealing with them, like the more you operate as an adult when you're talking to them, the more they realizing that they need to grow up. You see what I'm saying? It's like your way of being is waking them up and realize that not only you see right through them, but it's waking them up also to realize that they need to get on your level mentally and emotionally. Like I said, even if y'all both adults, like, because I'm hearing, let's be real, like your person, you see right through this person. You do. I feel like a lot of y'all are aware of the simple fact that this person is very immature, even though y'all both grown as hell, you know. But and they know that you see right through them, especially if you mention some things. It kind of scared them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it also made them feel like they wasn't alone, you know. Because I just feel like somebody just never really felt comfortable with being their true authentic self around somebody, you know, or just you reading this person and, you know, in general, like you see right through this person, literally. And they never knew that somebody like you could read right through them, see right through them. Because the shit that you were saying, it basically scared them. It, not in a really bad way, but like I said, exposed them. You made them look at themselves, basically. You made somebody look at themselves, you know. And yeah, your person could be going through some changes right now internally, Leo, and it may be very difficult for this person, but they're trying to overcome anything that whatever like the guard, them having their guard up, they're trying to overcome that. This person is healing in the background. This person, it could be grieving. I'm hearing, you know, like I said, they making some changes internally, and maybe you pointed that out to them, like, listen, you need to do this, that, and the third. You need to change. You probably didn't say it like that, but you may have pointed some things out to this person that needed to go about them, that you found unattractive about them. And even if they wasn't trying to hear you before, just know they heard you. They did. That's why they needed some time out to themselves and think things through, because at this point you are at odds with this person, and they know they haven't really making a move towards you like they should have, and been operating in a more adult way like they should have been. They've been acting immature. But you got this person definitely in their feelings about you, but it's in a good way, Leo. I don't feel like it's in a bad way. It's like you touch this person's heart and soul. Yes, it may be a little scary, but then again, it's like your person feels like you made them feel like you're not alone, because y'all have the same belief system. Even though they may have been operating out a toxic way all their life, I just felt like this is somebody that realized that, okay, you my type of woman. You talking my way, even though I've been hiding all these years. Like, the stuff that you said is the stuff that they believe in. Even though they were pretending and acting like, you know what I'm saying, a certain way. Yes, somebody is having a wake-up call. I'm telling y'all may have the same belief systems, the same values, all of that. But I just keep hearing opposites attract. Like y'all both, it's like y'all have similarities, but y'all also different. Maybe this is somebody that is different from your usual type, or maybe it could be the opposite way. Take what resonates. But this is somebody that's definitely have a goal in mind, and that's to dig up some information. Some of y'all, this person could be going through, they could be waking up to the point where they could be actually researching some things. Maybe they are reading books, trying to find clarity, trying to find peace. You know, I don't know. It's like you got this person in the background literally going through the dark night of soul in the mix of it's like they're trying to find themselves. And on top of that, they're trying to find their purpose. And they're trying to figure out some more information about the things that you have pointed out to them, it's like they're doing their own research about it. Because they want to know more. Somebody wants to know more. Did they feel like they know that you have all the information to what it is that they have pointed you have pointed out to them, especially if you're somebody spiritual? Because I feel like I'm talking about somebody that is spiritual, and you met somebody that was more like 3D, operating in a toxic way, and it's like when they met you, it's like you made them think, you made them realize, like it's like somebody's realizing that what they were going through in their life and the things that they believed in is real. You see what I'm saying? And it's making them want to do some more research on it. Like I'm telling y'all, it's deep. Like your person, I don't know, I just felt like you kind of like woke somebody up. Like they probably was already woke a little bit, but they wasn't woke because I feel like you have more information and you know a lot more than they know. So it's like they thirsty for knowledge. They thirsty for more knowledge. They thirsty for more of what it is that you know. Even though they holding back from you right now, it's like they trying to do research on their own about what are the things that you have spoke about to them. Even though they weren't like talking about it or ignoring you, and you were trying to point out some things to them or whatever. Like I said, they heard you. But it says every day is a day to learn or discover something new. No matter how small or great, knowledge is power, yes. Your person is still trying to find themselves, find their purpose, and trying to figure out this spiritual stuff that you probably was talking about. So this is a good thing because I feel like you sparked change in this person, literally. You definitely did inspire this person. You spark change. It's like they want to know more. They want to know more about themselves. They want to know more about their life path, their purpose, and they want to know more about the beliefs that y'all both share in regards of spirituality. I'm telling y'all. But it says move on. In order to gain closure and healing for ourselves, we must move on from things, people, and situations we cannot change. Yes, your person knows that they need to let go of certain ways of being, certain ways of thinking, certain environments, certain people. Yes, it's somebody that been in lack their whole life. They may have been struggling their whole life. Some of y'all's person probably come from poverty. Maybe they've been living in the trenches for a long time. It's like your person been in this lack mentality and way of being for so long. And but it's also telling me that, like I said, they know they need to let things go and people go, but it's a struggle. It's a struggle because they've been operating the same way for so long. They got used to it. It's like, dang, I gotta make all these changes. Like they know they need to make changes. It's somebody that's woke too. Like I said, they probably act like they didn't hear you. They heard you. Because now you got this person wanting to know more. Now you got this person wanting to make the change. Yes, it is a struggle. Because it's a struggle because your person feel like they're going to lose themselves. They feel like they're going to lose something. They feel like something they're going to be missing out. No, they're not going to be missing out on nothing because everything that they were holding on to, it wasn't real. It was fake. Even the people, even the environment. They wasn't being real with themselves because they know that that's not the lifestyle they wanted to live. They know that they didn't want to be around those type of people. They only did it because it was familiar. I'm just getting this energy where somebody didn't have a way out. That's exactly what I heard. Somebody felt lost. Somebody felt astray when you met them. Before you met them, this is somebody that was lost. Even if they wanted to change, they just didn't know how because they wasn't around the right people until they met you. You spoke something into this person's life, and I'm telling you, it's like a game changer to this person. But like I said, there's a struggle because it's like your person knows they need to reinvent themselves and do things totally different and let go of certain people, places, and addictions. Okay, we got refresh, recharge. Take time out from the busy and stressful world around you. Take a moment to feel the sun or your face, wiggle your toes in the grass, and get back grounded. Yeah, it's somebody that knows they need to get back to themselves, rebuild themselves back up. You know, it's been some. This is somebody that knows that they're gonna be alone. Like I said, they know it's gonna be a lonely road because they got to let go of different belief systems and different ways of being and people and all of that. It's like your person knows they need to become a whole different person. They need to transform with y'all. And in order to do that, they know they're gonna be feeling alone for a while. And that's why it's a little bit of a struggle for this person to make these changes for real. Because some of you guys, your person probably got abandonment issues. Like I said, they feel like they're gonna be missing out on something. They feel like they're gonna be outcasted. They feel like, you know, they struggle with being alone. Even though if it ain't right, this is somebody that feel like they have to have somebody around them, or they have to be around a group of people, a group of friends, you know, go to different places just to feel good. You know, that's the energy that I'm picking up on. But your person knows that they need to completely transform their whole mind, heart, body, soul, and environment. This person is very aware. Like I said, they heard you, even if they act like they didn't hear you and they wasn't trying to hear what you had to say. This is somebody that probably wanted to do it on their own terms. Because like I said, being around you, it kind of makes them feel a little bit embarrassed because y'all both different people. Even though y'all had the same beliefs and the same values, but in the physical, they wasn't acting on that. They wasn't about that. They wasn't being real with themselves. They wasn't. Because they was too worried about what other people say, what other people was going to think. You know, there was too, not only that, they didn't want to be left out. Like I said, it's somebody that struggled with being alone because they know they different. So they operated a certain way for so long to blend in, to feel important, basically. Now, if this is not your person energy, because I was picking up on a lot of y'all person energy, because I feel like most of y'all could be already spiritually awakened and already know the game, right? But if this is not them, it could be you. This could be your energy. Maybe somebody spoke something into you, even though you may have been hiding your true, authentic self for a while, because you've been operating a certain way since you were young, you know. But somebody may have sparked change within you. And maybe you fell back on them for a while. Like I said, reverse the energy if you have to. Because some of y'all are beginners when it comes to like waking up and knowing this spiritual game right here. You know, the real side of yourself. You know, it's like you could be trying in this energy of trying to find your purpose, trying to figure yourself out, trying to figure out who you are and how you want to operate, you know, what you need to get rid of. Like, I feel like some of y'all are in the beginning stages of this. Now, if this wasn't a lover, this could be a friend that inspired change in somebody. Or it can be a father figure, a mother figure. It can be a wise woman, that like a stranger. It could be an influencer. It could be anybody that may have sparked change within inside of you, or you may have inspired change inside of another person. Just take what resonates. But the ones I'm talking about, I feel like y'all are healers. Y'all are people that, like I said, I'm getting some of y'all could be influencers. It's giving something like Trent Shelton vibes. Like, you could be like an influencer like that. If you are an influencer, you could do something like Trent Shelton. Somebody who's very inspirational. Or you could be a tarot card reader. You could be a spiritualist, any way, shape, or form. If you're not an influencer, like I said, you could just be somebody who's already evolved spiritually and been through the mud and overcame that, you know, the dark side already. And now you could be healing other people. I'm hearing touching other people's lives in a way. somebody who is very inspirational, and I like to heal and help other people, you know. But maybe you have an organization or something. I don't know. Don't have to be. Don't have to. Yeah, don't have to be. But I'm just getting somebody like a speaker, somebody who is up front and may have an audience. Don't have to have an audience. Could just be just one individual person that already been through the mud and trying to get other people to change also as well in the community, or something like that. Whether it's a physical community or a platform, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'm just getting that type of energy. This spread definitely won't be for everybody. We got nourished, self-growth, self-focus, soul finding. Yeah, somebody is waking up to realize that they need to find themselves. They need to reinvent themselves. They need to change. They have to. Then I say somebody starting from the ground up. Like, somebody knows that this is somebody who's at the beginning stages of all of this. Wow, if this is a love situation, because some of y'all, this is a romantic love situation, that you spoke life into this person and made them look at themselves and realize that they need to change and focus on themselves, because they look at you as somebody who is very loyal. Literally, this is somebody, they not only use somebody loyal, but they feel like they can trust you, like, for real. This person may used to be a player. This player wants to nurture this connection with you if this is a romantic situation. Like I said, just take what resonates. And all y'all, it may not be romantic. It could just be a friend. It could be an inspirational speaker or something like that. I don't know. Maybe just helping out somebody in the community. It can even be like a mother figure trying to help their child. It can be a father figure speaking life into their grandchildren. Like, it could be something like that. Maybe you spitting facts to somebody around you that's struggling and went through the things that you have already went through, and you could be telling them, listen, I know what you're going through. I feel like you need to do this, that, and the third. Like, you could be talking to somebody around you about change. And spirituality in a way. It don't have to be deep, but said something. But if this is romantic wise, because I'm seeing for some of y'all it is, this is somebody that want to devote themselves to you. Because you, like I said, you help somebody, you spark change in somebody. Literally. Because I feel like you already found yourself. You are already, like I said, you have already went past certain stages in your life. Where it was very hard in the mix. Because you went through the dark night of soul yourself. But I'm just seeing that you helping a friend of a friend, like, or you helping a friend, or you helping a family member, or you helping a community. It's something like that. I like this energy though, because I think I'm talking about somebody who is already spiritually woke, and like I said, already been through the mud, already know the game, already know everything. Maybe not everything, but you know enough to the point where you can help other people, basically. We got only you. I'm telling you, if this person used to be a player, you the only person that they trust, because you were so open and vulnerable, and you were so bold about even talking about these type of subjects. You see what I'm saying? They look at you as somebody who is, who is very inspirational. I'm telling you, they trust you. They trust what you say. They trust what you say you've been through. They trust what you're telling them to do, even though they may have been acting like they wasn't trying to hear you. They really trust you. They believe you, because they got trusting, reliable, believing you. You're the only person that they trust. And some of y'all may also be in the beginning stages of this also, but it is not hurting you to the point where you don't have to help nobody else. Like, you're not in this energy of being selfish. Like, even if you are in the beginning stages of your spirituality, your growth, your development, you still willing to help other people, even if you are at the beginning. Because some of y'all could be starting to see, like, if you like an influencer or whatever, and you inspire other people, and you got a public platform or whatever, or you could just be somebody who's very wise and already been through this. It's like, you like this person sees the fruits of your labor, and I'm not talking about financially. It's your knowledge, it's what you know, it's in your mind. That's what they see. They see the fruits of your labor. And some of y'all, it could be financially, because if some of y'all probably do have businesses, some of you guys probably do, like I said, have public platforms or whatever the case may be. But you are, I'm getting wise soul. Like you could be somebody who was very wise, even if you're young. Like you could be somebody that act like, your mind could be like, you act older than what you are. You know what I'm saying? But I just keep getting wise souls. Somebody who was very wise, somebody who's very trustworthy, somebody who spit nothing but facts, raw truth, like somebody who was very authentic. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. And even if it makes you look crazy with the stuff that you say, you're not afraid to say it. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. And they like that about you, because now somebody's realizing that they can really trust you, and now they want you. They want that, somebody wants you. And I don't feel like you know this yet. This is somebody that secretly wants only you. They crave only you. Literally. So at this point, your person is focusing on their own self-development. Literally. If this person is a player, they're focusing on their own self-growth, healing. They're starting from the ground up. This is somebody that wants change, though. They always wanted change. They just felt lost until you stepped in their life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling y'all, secretly, they're working on themselves. They're rebuilding themselves back up because they crave only you. You don't know this, but they want you. Yeah, if this person was being deceptive in the past and being a player, they don't want to be like that anymore. They don't want to follow the crowd no more. They don't want to get caught up in, the things that they may have got caught up in the past. Like, this is somebody that don't want to be a player no more. They don't want to be a liar. They don't want to be a deceiver. They don't want to be a finesser. They don't want to do none of that. They don't. They want to let their guard down. This is somebody that is letting, as long as they let go of all the deception that they may have got themselves on the hook in, them being comfortable with, as long as they let that go, like, they can overcome anything, because we got boundaries reversed. Whatever challenges that they're going through right now, whatever hardships, they're going to overcome that because they're waking up. Literally, you woke somebody up. You definitely did. No lie. Like, you woke somebody up to the point they know that they got to put the work in if they really want you. Because, like I said, I keep hearing it's levels to this shit. Somebody knows that they need to get on your level. Somebody knows that they need to get on your level if they really want you. Because they really do want you. Or they just want to, like I said, attach themselves to you. If you are somebody that is an influencer and you speaking to an audience, like, somebody really, like, you inspire somebody to change and get on your level. You see what I'm saying? You're helping people. This is giving Harriet Tubman energy also. Like I said, people that are leaders, healers, I don't know why I'm getting Martin Luther King. I'm getting Frederick Douglass. This is giving, like, I don't know. It's giving like you helping. Ooh, it's getting deep. You helping people escape the plantation, and I'm not saying it in that way. I'm saying, like, whatever that they were comfortable with in their life that was not right, that was chaotic. You helping people get out of the mud. You helping people, get out of that poverty mindset, that poverty way of living. Like, you helping people do that. And like I said, that's what I mean when I say you were helping people escape the plantation, like, slaving themselves to do the things that they have been doing that they have not been able to break free from for a while. But this is giving, like, Black History Month. I don't know. I'm hearing, like, somebody's birthday can be in January or February. Maybe you could be a winter baby, or your birthday could be in December if you're cross-watching. Some of y'all probably just got Leo in y'all chart. Maybe your birthday can be like in November, December, January, or February. Like I said, this is giving, like, Black History Month. This is giving, like, somebody who is very inspirational, somebody who is a healer, somebody who been through the mud, who been through this dark night of the soul, who, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you at the beginning stages yourself, it don't hurt you to, to go help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? but I'm just getting leadership energy. Like I said, people that been through things in the past. And I'm talking about like I said, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, Frederick Douglass. Like, it's giving Black history. Like, I don't know why I'm hearing that, but that's how inspirational of a person you is to other people. That's how they looking at you. They're looking at you as a leader. They're looking at you as somebody who is spiritual. They're looking at you, somebody they can look up to, somebody they can trust. They can trust what you're saying. Like, literally, somebody put their full trust in you. And they look at you as a great catch, literally. I'm telling you, they only want you. And they want another chance. They want a do-over. They want a better life. They want to start all over. Somebody secretly want you, and they want a better life with you. If this is romantic, because I can read this from other ways. Like I said, some of y'all could just be influencers talking to other people, and you changing lives out here. The rest of y'all, you could be you could be like a granddad or a mother figure or a father figure or a grandma, and you could be talking to like one of your grandkids. Like, it could be something like that. Or you could be talking to somebody in the community. Maybe you see like a young man that's out here, struggling, and maybe they're going through spiritual welfare, and you notice it. Like I said, you see right through them, and maybe you could be talking to them, putting them to the side, talking to them, and and letting them know that they need to do this and that and the third to change their life. Like I said, even though this person may not hear what you had to say, especially if they like a gangbanger or somebody who is just from the streets and been in the trenches for a very long time. Like, you could be speaking life into somebody, because I'm hearing been there, done that. Like, you have been through the mud. You've been through that lifestyle, especially if you older now, somebody who older age now, and you was in that street life when you were younger. Like, you could be like speaking life into like one of the youngins out there. Like, listen, this is the way. You need to get out of the streets. You need to step outside your comfort zone. You need to get your family out of the trenches. Like, some of y'all are doing that. Like I said, just take what resonates. It can be wherever environment that you may be in. You are somebody who is definitely pulling people to the side, getting somebody's attention and speaking life into them to spark change within them. Because like I say, I keep hearing you've been there, done that. But somebody, if this is romantic, if you want to read it on a romantic sense, like, somebody in the background really, really want you, desperately want you. And they hiding it, they keeping it to themselves. But I feel like right now, they're in the energy of starting all over. They're trying to reinvent themselves. They're trying to, focus on their health, focus on themselves right now. So that could be the hold up right now, Leo. That is definitely the hold up. Or if you in a Leo, like I said, you could have a Leo placement. But I was getting like winter baby vibes. Now, if this ain't you, maybe the person that you were, dealing with, talking to at one point in time before you separated yourself from this person, maybe they are born in November, December, or January, or February. Maybe even Pisces. It's giving me like the ending of a zodiac signs. Like, no lie, the end of the year, starting from like I said, November, December, and carry on to the next year, January, February, and maybe March. Like, these are I feel like these are people, the zodiac, that go through a lot in life. Like Scorpios, Sagittarius, Capricorns, most definitely. Some of y'all could be Capricorns. Pisces go through a lot. Aquarius, like, we all go through a lot. Besides all the other zodiacs, especially Capricorn and Aquarius. But it's just giving me like hard life, like people that felt like they was dealt a bad hand and they have overcame it completely, or they still in the mix of overcoming everything, or they starting to see changes in their life to the point that they find no problem helping another person if they have to. Okay, I need one more card because this reading is too long. But this is more of a spiritual thing. But like I said, this won't be for everybody. But we got emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected. So them going down a new direction and reinventing themselves, it really is affecting them. And that's just part of the process. Like, when you go through a dirt of the soul, spiritual awakening, whatever you want to call it, right? you're going to go through a lot of emotional, up and downs, but it's hard. So it's like I said, somebody was crying. Somebody is doing the healing work, no lie. Yeah, it's going to be some time. Like I said, some of y'all, it already been a lot of time since you haven't heard from this person. This is a romantic connection. But we got waiting, cycles, moments. So somebody right now, like I said, there's like a break. Somebody's having like a breakthrough. When I look at this card, I'm hearing breakthrough. Because the man looking at the clock like he on break or something. But when I look at this, I'm hearing breakthrough. Somebody is having a breakthrough. Somebody is having a spiritual awakening, a dark night of soul, whatever you want to call it. They in their feelings right now. But like I said, that's part of the process. That's part of the process. Somebody going through this. Now, if this is not, like I said, if this is not your person that backed off from you for a while to take some time out to figure out themselves, this could just be your energy. But like I said, just take what resonates. If it don't apply, then let it fly. And y'all take care.